Red Dog Gamer.
Today we're taking a look at Football Manager 2022, and I've decided to bite the bullet and start a go with Newcastle United. Reason being really is I was playing a game with Nottingham Forest and it became evident that Newcastle wasn't really progressing as a club in a way that I'd expect them to do with the money that they've got. I think I played about 10 seasons, and once I got to sort of 10 years in, I noticed that Newcastle year on year was sort of languishing towards the bottom of the table. So I just wanted to start a go to see if I could fare any better and just see how I could invest those millions to improve the club. So this is early on. I'm going to be doing this video in a number of episodes. So this is the first one. As you can see, I've already started, and just looking over to the right at the league table, you can see that from 3 matches I've got 9 points, so it's been a perfect start. Just looking at the fixtures so far, you'll see that we have also progressed in the Carabao Cup as well. There was one game against Villa where late on we conceded a few goals and the defending was a bit all over the place, so I wasn't very pleased about that. But apart from that, it's been pretty solid. Good win away at Wolves as well. Props to that, and away at Leeds. Pre-season was a bit dodgy, but there was a lot of incoming and outgoing transfers which wouldn't have helped matters there. Okay, so that's the fixtures that we've had so far. On to the squad, if we will. I've signed a number of players. I'll go into my full transfer activity in a minute. Just to give you an idea of some of the key signings. Livakovic, hopefully I've pronounced that right. I've signed this guy in goal. He's got really good shot stopping ability. Thought that would be really key in the Premier League. And as you can see from 3 matches, got an average rating of 7.23, which is really promising so far. Looking at the defence, I've made a few additions here actually. Chris Mepham, who he's got fairish stats to start the game, but he does get very, very good on Football Manager, so I thought I'd bring him in now. I've also signed this guy as well. I don't know how you pronounce it. Vardio, silent G probably, I don't know. He's a Croat and he's got really good pace. Plays left back mainly as a natural ability, but can also play centre half. Left footed as well. Got bags of determination. Started the season really well. I know from my Forest go that he does get very, very good on this game. Adarabioyo, decent defender, and as you can see so far, really good stats. 7.57 average rating. A very athletic defender. I thought he'd do a job for us. I've maintained some of the original Newcastle players as well. Don't want to upset the apple cart too quickly. Got this lad Timber. He's playing right back for me at the minute. He's doing a cracking job so far. He's only 20 years old as well, so he's got potential to grow. A midfield, Marcus Antonio, cracking addition. He's already sort of proven his worth with his passing ability and his ability to get assists game on game. Signed this guy at the end of the transfer window because I was out of funds. I kind of had to put so much down and then put the rest in instalments so it comes out of future budgets. But this guy gets very, very good on Football Manager. Bags of potential there. Adeyemi. I've been deploying him more on the right side of attack so far. But yeah, very good young player. Gets again very good, and it's got a good determination, which I like as well in a player on this game. Kept Callum Wilson and St. Maximin. Luis Suarez, not the Luis Suarez, it's a Colombian striker, but only 23. Started like an ass on fire. As you can see, good finishing. Will get better, but bags of pace, determination, natural fitness, to name a few. But yeah, he's a very, very good player. Just to look at the transfer activity side by side, incoming and outgoing. This player here on a free from Arsenal, Maverdidi. I don't know how you pronounce that one either. He was already signed, so I've not signed him. But you see on the left hand side all the players I've brought in so far by the end of the transfer window. And then the outgoings on the right hand side. Some of these are loans. Matt Ritchie's gone. Celtic. Kraft. Joe Linton. Mankilo. Dwight Gale. To my club, Forest, actually. I think they've been linked with Dwight Gale God knows how many years. Jacob Murphy, Kieran Clark, Jeff Hendrick. You see there's quite a lot of outgoings as well, just to sort of balance the squad a little bit. In terms of tactics, I like to play a gegenpress system, 4-2-3-1 wide. It's a system I've always referred to on Football Manager saves. There is the possibility of swapping an attacking mid for a defensive mid against better, more dominant sides and playing a more controlling system rather than the high press. So far this seems to be working. I tend to play Marcus Antonio as a box-to-box, swap him sometimes with Joe Willock. I've got Isaac Aiden or Shelvey, who I tend to play as ball winning. And I know Shelvey's not got particularly good tackling stats on the game. I do find, however, that when I play him in that position, he's just sort of pinging the ball right, left and centre and getting us on the move. Started off playing Vardiol at centre half, but I've actually moved him to left back now because obviously it's his natural position. But I thought his pace down the left side would be particularly useful. I've actually had Saint Maximin injured for a couple of games as well, so that just makes the start of the season even better. Yeah, the transfer window's finished. The data hub's just opened up. As you can see from that, goals per game, XG per game is right up there, much better than the divisional average. I suppose it's just defensively really that I need to improve. Tackling's pretty average as well. But yeah, the XG per game, we are certainly looking very strong. I've not really changed any of the staff. The training, I'm leaving to my assistant because I'm a pretty lazy manager like that. Finances, as you can see, massive red lines in profit. That's due to all the transfer activity, and I did blow the whole of my budget, so there's nothing until next season now. But what you can see is that next season's minimum guaranteed budget will be 100 million, so I'll get another war chest next year. And to be honest, when I was sort of signing players this season, I was finding that, you know, your real reputable players and world-class elite stars are not interested in Newcastle at this moment in time, probably because of their stature and the fact that they're not playing Champions League football. So hopefully a good season and qualifying for Europe will see us being able to mix it with the elite and bring in some even better players than what we've got currently. Before I wrap up the video for this first part, I wanted to play a match just so we could have a look at how the team's playing and how the new players have sort of embedded and gelled on the pitch. This game is Southampton, who are currently 17th in the Premier Division, so they are struggling after a few games. There's still time to turn it around. I'm just looking at their lineup, and they do have quite a bit of quality, particularly the two front guys, Armstrong and Che Adams. Salazu at the backs, I think a pretty decent defender. Ward-Prowse, he's a top player, particularly from dead ball situations. I've already set up my team. Bad situation with respect to the centre halves that I've signed. Both Adarabioyo and Chris Mepham are injured or suspended, and this means I've had to move Vardiol into a central defensive role. It was either that or play Dummett, Shaw or one of the existing Newcastle centre halves, and I'm going to go with this. It's looking quite good. Saint Maximin's back in, and obviously we've got Adeyemi on the right. Let's see how it goes. So stats, 3 shots already in the first few minutes. It's a good start. Aiden, Maximin. Whipping it in. Vardiol back to Maximin. Offside. Got too greedy, son. Oh, it's a great ball in behind. Go on, Suarez. Oh, it's a great finish, and that's why I brought him in. The Colombian has done it again. And Lewis has got the assist, who I've chucked in at left back. Great finish at the near post. And the brakes on. Oh, I thought I was going to dawdle on it then. They have. I literally don't know what's gone off there. That is the worst defending I think I've ever seen. I mean, I'll take it. It's another goal. But just watch this. I mean, what was forced to do? That was... Sorry people, but that was woeful. Well up again by Vardio. Almiron. Oof, I thought it was going to be free. It's been absolute dominance so far by the men in white and black. Oh, what an header. Well up, son. Lord Prowse. Well up. We're in again. Suarez. It's 4. Tell you what, these players, it certainly looks like they're playing well together. Armstrong's through. Oh, he's lifted it over, thank God. I'm not going to change anything yet. I don't like to make subs too early in the game. Particularly the energy levels are looking pretty good at the minute. Almost Adiema, trying to get in on the action. Another own goal in the match. Disappointing to lose the clean sheet. Should have done better there. Just going to make a change. Let's give our new signing, Gravenberch. All these players I've signed, they've got very difficult to pronounce names, particularly for somebody that's born and bred in Nottingham. St. Maximin, 5-1. Almost, mate. Almost. It's time for Wilson and Willock. That was bad. Taking too much time on the ball. Callum Wilson off the bench, gets his name on the score sheet. Keen to impress. Feels like he's got a point to prove. 6-1. Wow. Restricts him to 3 shots, all of which are off target. That is just pure filth. And 12 points from 4 now. The revolution continues. Go on to the stats. Player stats. Luis Suarez, 5 goals already. He's up there. Team stats. Yes, everything's looking fine on Tyneside. So the plan is for this episode to wrap up at this point, a few games in. The next episode is going to start at the end of this season, sort of planning into the next season, looking at where we've finished, what sort of players we're going to be able to likely attract. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like the video, and look forward to welcoming you next time for the next episode. And we'll continue this Newcastle revolution, and let's see if we can do bits with the boys in black and white. Please comment on the video, anything that you found interesting, maybe the transfers. Do you think the transfer activity was good? From your saves, is there anything that you'd have done differently? Any players that you think might be a better fit for Newcastle or better suited than the ones that I've actually signed already. Just to remind you, this is the transfer activity. So yeah, is there anything that you'd done differently? Have I shipped anybody out that you disagree with? Should I have kept any of those guys and give them a crack? So yeah, please comment and just give me your thoughts on that. Thanks everyone, stay tuned.